We have to like kind of refocus and relearn that like it doesn't matter what I'm doing. It fights against our culture so hard. Like if I'm broke or if I'm Bill Gates, man, it doesn't matter. Like I stand before God and he just looks at me like the way that Boaz looks at Ruth, just like, oh, whose woman is that? That's the way that he looks at all of you daughters and his son. He looks at us much the same way and just like, oh, whose is that? Because I want it to be mine. I'm going to purchase, and through him, I'm going to make all things reconciled. So we get this very active approach and this very active lens into just watching the world be completely redone as all the fear around like, oh, is this it? Is this, we're definitely in the end times now because of how the election went. There's a pandemic. There's racial divide. There's tension everywhere. We've completely forgotten who we are. It's not that like there's any call that's like up here, like a missionary, preacher, worship leader, pastor, accountant, lawnmower, grocery bag and all that stuff. But I forgot the term, grocery bagging. Can I be completely satisfied in who I am and my station as a son, that I'm a co-heir, co-conqueror with Christ? I was just on the phone with my friend, and I was just telling him some of my plans were changing, and just like the things I was like kind of moving forward on. I felt like guilty. Like there was this thing in me that was sitting there. I felt a little bit ashamed that like my plans were shifting and changing. And he was like, Caleb, you have to stop being so afraid of what people think about what you do. Like whenever you're pursuing obedience, if your life is an absolute mess, it's okay because you're pursuing obedience. You're loving God in everything that you're doing. And so if it's a mess, fine. If it's this great structured, well set out thing, fine. And you might be one of the first people to ever have something that's really well structured and really well done. Because when it comes to God, sometimes things just have a knack for getting messy. That's the God that we know and love. And he's so much more about just like our hearts. He's so about like just wooing us and just like showing and pouring out his affection on us so much and more. He cares so much more about who we are than what we're doing.